The Big Two. It's Cal Poly taking on UMass here from the Mission Ring. To your right is Cal Poly. On the left is University of Massachusetts, the Minutemen. Right now, what's on the line? Cal Poly looking to win Pool A. They're 2-0 so far. They win, of course, the undefeated team in the pool will advance as the 1 seed in the bracket play that begins tomorrow for Division II. And on the other side for UMass, if they win and then Stony Brook loses in their pool, then it turns out that UMass will actually come out and win because UMass lost to Stony Brook, so they lost that head-to-head. But then if UMass and I welcome in my partner Michael Hackney. And there's a ton of what ifs that could go all the way around this pool, but the bottom line is, win, you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, we've got Stony Brook and Kennesaw State playing the other Pool A game. If UMass win this in regulation and Stony Brook beat Kennesaw State, then we have 3 teams tied at 2-1. And
that's what we want, right?
Yeah, let the event staff figure out how to seed who plays who out of Pool D. So yeah, I mean, big game. 1 goal could be the difference between playing somebody like Miami University or having to play RIT, since Pool A would be matched up against Pool D.
That's right, and it's a big decision right there, and I'm sure both these teams are aware of all of the situations that could forecome, but they want to focus on this one. Last game of pool play, and then we start elimination. Crazy how fast this tournament has been flying by. Just day 2 today. And we still got a lot of time left as it's 8:47 locally. The last game starts at 11:45. As we're about 45 seconds into action, here come the Mustangs entering the Minutemen zone. Making a nice toe drag, go to the backhand, and then gets in on net. Save made by the goalie. In net today for UMass, Robson Stewart. Where's the number 41? For Cal Poly, it is Nicholas Leacox. You've got the red and blue pillows down on the other side.
Both teams with 6 guys on the bench, so pretty deep. Should be able to have energy the whole 36 minutes or so.
As Carroll moves it around the net, it goes to Gresser. Gresser firing his shot. Oh, it goes off the far post. Opportunity there early for the Minutemen. Here comes Cal Poly, St. Luis Obispo. The other way, all the way in. Firing the shot is Alex Waddell, and it goes wide. Here's Kelly. The other way, UMass, a very speedy team. We saw it against Stony Brook. They use it to their advantage. As Trevor Shea will move it outside, takes a whack on the hand, and then dumps it back into Baselli. Baselli fires it all the way up the rink. Caught, moved ahead by Broad. Broad, backdoor shot, and it goes in! Patrick Tedisco to make it 1-0 University of Massachusetts. Just 1 minute and 58 seconds into this one.
Great play by Bocelli. Pass that up the floor. Great job by Dodd to notice Tedisco all alone in the left circle. Here's a replay. Just a great hard pass to Tedisco, bottom of the left circle. And nothing that Leakus could do about it.
1-0 your score. As it's handled by the Minutemen behind the net. They're in the all-white in burgundy. For Cal Poly in all black with black numbering and gold trim. And there is a green Mustang on there right underneath their right armpit and down the right side. UMass breaks it out. Enters the zone. It goes backwards. Baselli's got it. Here comes Bocelli, firing a shot. This one goes wide. Did not get all of that one. It ends up in the corner. Tedisco's got it. This one gets chipped ahead. Mustangs in on a break. They move in. Poked away. Regained possession. That's Pavic. He throws it towards the net, and Broad's got it. Broad fires it up to Kelly. Kelly, nice toe drag, poked away. Pavic's got it for the Mustangs, and it's going the other way. They throw it behind the net. Blake Well will quarterback this breakout. Sends a pass to his right, and here they come. The Mustangs enter the Minutemen zone. Firing a shot from right in the slot, and it goes wide. Shea sends it back into their own zone. Bocelli goes to recover. He holds it behind the net as both teams get a nice change. We're 3.5 minutes into this one. Marcel waiting for it. Here comes Shea. Shea fires a shot. Glove save made by the 10D for the Mustangs.
UMass dominating early. We're almost 4 minutes in. They got the 1-0 lead. They've had more chances. Cal Poly got to pick things up.
Nicholas Leacox has seen a lot of action here early on. Heck of a lot more shots than Stewart has on the other side as the referee nearly goes tumbling down. Maybe a slick spot, and they play with it behind the Mustangs' net. They skate outside as we pan ahead. Carroll sends it back into their own zone. Carroll wearing a new number. He will be wearing number 5 in these uniforms. Normally number 14. One of the elite players on this UMass team. As Gresser holds it behind the net. Marcel breaking out with speed. Keeps it on the forehand. Skating quickly. Now it's to the backhand. He wheels and turns. Goes back into his own zone. Sends it to Gresser. The men showing a lot of patience. They did not show that in the first period against Stony Brook. Back in their first game, it was all run and gun. They are a very, very fast team. They want to show you, but they tired out. As this puck goes bouncing down the boards, it actually gets over Carroll's stick. He regains it, looks for a pass, throws it in front. Oh, tip goes wide from Marcel.
That was a really strange hop.
I don't know how that hop was even possible.
Skipped like a rock in a pond.
As Kumada sends it back into his own zone. Mustangs play with it behind their own cage. Another change happens. Pavic back out for the Mustangs. They break out the same way. Doesn't usually work out. It does this time as it's basically a handoff. And it goes to Blakewell. Blakewell sends it ahead. Far side boards. Now they move through the zone. Pavic sends it across. Now he gets it on the forehand. Tries to get a step. Can't do that. And a move made by Broad. He sends it back in.
Nice poke check by Thomas Gresser there to gain the puck for UMass.
The Disco goes back. He gives it to Gresser. Gresser breaks it out now for the Minutemen. Over halfway done through this first period already. Haven't seen many whistles. As here's Broad. Broad holds it behind his own net. Waits patiently. Steps out towards his left and then circles back around. They try to read the breakout and a little give and go action from Kelly to Broad. There they come in with speed. Breaking into the zone. Pass to Kelly. He's got an open net and making a sliding save. Back over is Leacox, and if that shot gets fired off earlier or a one-timer, that's headed for the back of the net.
Yeah, I wonder if Kelly's thinking that. He had the net wide open. Instead, he hesitated and fired about a second too late.
A second too late in hockey is like an hour. Way too late. Carroll behind the net for UMass. He pivots. Firing a shot. Save made by Leacox. Turns. Another shot. This one goes in. A turning wrister that stays on the ground. Ends up in the back of the net past Leacox. Tough to tell who scored that one. I believe it was Kelly. And it was Shane Kelly with another goal in these National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. Scores now 2-0 UMass. See that centering pass, and Kelly turns and just throws it back towards the net. Again, UMass, the team 1-1. Cal Poly, the 2-0 team.
Looked like 3 guys collapsed on Kelly, and he turned around and fired that puck into the back of the net.
Gresser behind the net sends it ahead.
You're Cal Poly. You got to start picking up offensive chances here. They haven't had one in a while.
Marcel on the backhand. Sticks with it. Toe drags. Stays on the backhand all the way around. Gresser brings it back into his own zone as they reset up the breakout. It's been all UMass in the first period, very much like it was against Stony Brook. They had a 3-0 lead after one, controlled that game. And then Stony Brook scored 3 in the second, ended up coming back and winning that game. As they break out. Now retreat again. They don't like what they see. And what's the rush? It's only the first period, Michael. Look for that sweet spot on the offense, and if it's not there, you bring it back. That's the game of roller hockey. Being opportunistic, picking and choosing your spots. And it's usually the patient team and the one with more possession wins as they fire this one in front. Lee Cox with a huge save.
Yeah, good centering pass by Marcel out in front to Gresser. Leacock's there to keep it out of the net. Cal Poly really needing him right now.
3:35 to go in the first. UMass sets up the offense. Turning, Bocelli fires one into the Mustangs defender. Now they're in front of the Mustangs bench. Stolen away by the Minutemen. Kelly, centering pass, gets picked off. They send it around the boards. Now D to D. They look ahead. And then they stop. It's Jake Stamm behind the net. As the Minutemen say, a nice man-to-man defense. Their coach credits them for it. Brennan McCauley out of Brockton, Massachusetts. This one's intercepted. Here's Broad. Back door. He's got Kelly. The shot. Oh, that was Bocelli. Excuse me. And he misses wide. It sets up a break for Cal Poly.
Sounded like that maybe nicked off a post on its way across.
It might have, as that just shot gets swallowed up by the netminder for the Massachusetts, Robson Stewart.
Finally, Cal Poly getting a chance on offense. It's been a long time since they've gotten a shot on goal. Waddell put it right in the chest of Stewart, though.
We might have some technical difficulties going on over on the other side, or some kind of issue with our production team. They're chuckling over to our right. We're just trying to figure out what's going on with them. They gave a nice response, I should say. 2:15 to go here in the first period. As here comes Kumada. He walks in through the dots, forces a shot up. Stewart catches it as they bounce out of his glove and they cover it.
Well, that's what, 3 shots on goal in the last 40 seconds or so?
He's seen a lot of action here late.
Yeah. Cal Poly finally making it count. Well, making it count to be put in the net, but they're at least sending the puck to the net.
This one goes around. Picked up on a break for Gresser. He's still going after. He's in a battle. That's Kumada. He circles around and brings it up for the Mustangs. Minute 38 to go. Nice toe drag, and he loses the puck. Thought there was going to be a delayed penalty. Referees have not signaled it. The play takes part in front of us. They go behind the net. Shea looks up, slowly, is patient, dumps it back for his teammate. Coming to get it is Kelly. Kelly patient behind the net. So we approach the 1 minute mark left here in the first period. A 2-goal lead for UMass is where we stand right now. Here's Trevor Shea trying to make it 3. Leacock says, I don't think so. The big glove save.
Huge glove save. Shea all alone in the slot. Had all day to fire. Leacock's flashing the leather, keeping it 2-goal deficit for Cal Poly.
Face-off won by the Mustangs. 45 seconds remaining in the first. Here they come with speed, looking ahead. Firing a shot on the ground. Pat save made by Stewart. Coming back the other way. The Mustangs retain possession, though. So it was dumped up. They'll come in again. This time it's Stomp towards the front of the net, and a stick save made by Stewart. Caught up in the corner. Behind Stewart, 15 seconds to go here in the first frame. Goes all the way. UMass with a chance. Firing a shot. Good save made by Lee Cox.
Huge save.
Fielded cleanly by Katazarov. He comes in for one last rush. 3 seconds left. Shot, glove save made by Stewart with 1.4 seconds left.
That was a huge save by Lee Cox at the other end just now on Broad. He lets that go in, and you've got UMass with some momentum going into the second up 3-0.
Be tough to dig yourself out of that, but it's not insurmountable. 2 goals are still close. As the horn sounds, that'll take us to the end of the first period. As after one, UMass leads Cal Poly 2-0 in this Pool A Division II matchup right here from Rochester, New York in the 2019 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships presented by Mission and Bauer. We'll take a break. Welcome back here for the second period. To my left is Michael Hackney. I'm Scott Manziera. Delighted to have you along with us here in the second period as I steal our good friend Travis Van Note. He's open. He always opens up his broadcast. Hopefully Travis is tuning in as Cal Poly is playing, and he's a California native. Outstanding broadcaster, part of this team for many years. Broadcasting from California Baptist. And Travis, we miss you dearly.
That indeed we do.
He could not make this trip due to broadcasting obligations, but of course I wanted to make sure I give him a shout out at least once before the end of the trip. As here comes John Carroll in for UMass, firing a shot, and it goes wide. This one goes around, ends up on the goal line as we're 15 seconds in. Cal Poly looking for a goal quick, and this one goes past Stewart. It seems like the Mustangs are really starting to pick up a lot more zone time.
Yeah, and that kind of trying to get Christopher Audi a tip, and I think it bounced over his stick right when he got to the net.
Here's Waddell. Tries to pass it in front, goes off of a Minutemen. Still trying to send it in front. This one gets tipped up and over the glove of Stewart and ends up in the back of the net. We'll wait to see who the official goal scorer is, but I believe it's going to go to Joe Blakewell.
Might be Chris Audi. He was right in front of the net. Puck got tipped, went over the glove hand of Stewart. We'll see the replay here.
There's only one way to find out. Let's watch the replay.
Centering pass.
You're right.
Yep, Audi got the tip, and it went straight up and over. So big goal for Cal Poly to start the second, down by 1 now.
Audi scores and makes it 2-1, and Cal Poly right back in the mix of things. 11 minutes to go in the second, just a minute in. Feels like we see a lot of these goals happen in the first minute and the last 2 minutes of every period. It's when it's really prime time. A lot more is just setting up during the middle of the period.
Yep.
So we're in one of those prime time spots. So if you're tuning in, you're in the right spot. We're over here on the Mission Rink. We'll be here. Last game starting at 11:45. As it's going to be some fun ones. Western Michigan and Kansas State coming up next on this rink at about 9:45. And then it'll be Lindenwood and Farmingdale. You saw the D1 game earlier. It'll be the D4 game that time. And you're not going to want to miss that. The last game of the night will be Michigan State D4 and Slippery Rock D4. So again, keep all the action right here. And if you want to get above and beyond, go to the Twitter page. Go to the social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, at NCRHA. And follow them there. Outstanding content being posted as there's a penalty coming up against Cal Poly.
Yep, Patrick DeDisco getting knocked down in front of his own bench.
2 minutes for interference.
Jack Pavick heading into the box. First penalty of the game, I think, isn't it?
It is. First power play we are about to see, and it'll be for UMass.
Well, you're Cal Poly. You just got that goal to get back within one. Got to have a good kill to stay within one. Maybe try and get a shorthanded chance.
Some goal scorers on this line right now for UMass as they play catch. Trevor Shea and John Carroll on the wings for UMass. Carroll settles it, shot, and it gets blocked by the Poly penalty kill. They send it across. Trevor Shea. Patience. Plays with it. One-timer from Carroll. Gets blocked again. They had room to march in if they wanted to and elected not to. Cal Poly on the shorthanded chance.
This is Joe Blakewell with a shot on goal there, and he had both blocks in those shots from Carroll.
9:15 to go in the second. 1 minute and 13 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Broad. He moves it over. Now it ends up on the boards. Back to Broad. Slows down. Sends a shot. And it goes off the glass behind the net. Gets stuck in the net. Knocked out of it. That's Gresser near the front. And Lee Cox will hold it. No extracurriculars to speak of in front of the net.
I think Broad's shot there went off the stick of Lee Cox on its way past. Pretty good penalty kill by Cal Poly so far. UMass finally getting the puck towards the net on this man advantage there.
They set up in a diamond power play. Under 40 seconds remain for the UMass power play as this one's passed across over to Trevor Shea. Shea underneath the net, going at it with Audie. Audie, the lone goal scorer for Cal Poly. This one's firing from the point. Good save made by Lee Cox.
But it's a good thing nobody in a white jersey was right in front of the net. He didn't know where the rebound was.
Shea over to Broad. Looking for Carroll. Can't get it there. And now it goes off of Carroll's stick. In behind him. 10 seconds to go on the 2-minute minor. Shea, one-timer off the pads of Lee Cox. And we are back to even strength. 4-on-4. Coming out of the box looking for the breakaway. As Carroll lays out for it is Jake Pavick. Or Pavel, excuse me.
Pavick, you got it right. Jack Pavick. Big diving poke check by Carroll. Otherwise, it would have been a foot race to the UMass net.
His shot goes high out and into the bleachers, and I wonder if our co-partner, Craig Jolly, would have been as upset as that one. That one was within about 25 feet of us. He was pretty upset in the Lindenwood Division IV game when a puck ended up nearly hitting the broadcast table.
I saw that. I was sitting here.
Were you scared, Michael?
No. I was wondering why he threw the puck into the stands all of a sudden. Luckily, it hit this post right in front of us.
Was it coming in pretty hot?
I'd say about medium speed.
I love it. Now we're on the backhand, and what a shot from the backhand, Danny Kumada. Wow, he says thanks for coming to Robson Stewart as he buries that one on the backhand to tie it up at 2. The second period has been the kryptonite for UMass so far through these first 2 games. Tough break for them.
Great goal by Kumada. He moved from the right wing to the left wing diagonally. Got the backhand off from the bottom of the left circle.
Wow, what a shot. He put the biscuit in the basket. As we're now 5 minutes into the second period. They still stand behind the net. No pressure coming. Kelly now feeling some. John Leone in the area. He stands in front of Stewart. Now stepping up and taking a couple steps and streaming down the rink are the Minutemen. Kelly loses a handle on it, but Bocelli is right there, though. They loop around. Almost halfway home in this D2 Pool A matchup against Cal Poly. If they win Pool A. Massachusetts needs a win and some help.
Actually, Cal Poly can win if it goes to OT, because even if they lose, they get the extra point.
That's right.
Get to 5, and nobody else can get the 5 in this pool.
That's right. And we saw a similar situation with Maryville earlier. They fell to Drexel, but all they had to do was get to overtime to finish second in that pool with Endicott. That's over in the Division III. So Marcel sends it back.
Oh, then he gave it right to Joe Blackwell. Ooh. Bocelli put it right on Blackwell's stick, and he's lucky that Blackwell missed the net.
That was a close one. Oh, almost too many men. It's almost probably bailed out by Bocelli of UMass, as they were getting caught in a change with Cal Poly. It would have been close. I will say that. Bocelli walks in, goes to the corner, puts the brakes on, loses the puck. Sent out by Pavic. Ahead. The Mustangs transitioning into offense. They leave a pass. Pavic walks in, fires a shot, and high into the netting, and just plops right down to the floor with just a shade under 5 minutes to go in the second.
Cal Poly, obviously the better team in the second period, not just because they've scored twice, but they're obviously better at creating chances than UMass at the moment.
UMass has not been able to get much going, and I said that about the minute in. It seemed like Cal Poly was controlling the zone time as Robson Stewart makes the glove save there. Two, still your score. Offensive zone face-off for Cal Poly. This one goes behind the net. Nice forecheck. Turnover, the net comes off, and we'll have another whistle. So we really didn't see too many whistles in that first period. There was a long time that went by that we didn't even see one.
Now they picked up.
But now we've seen 3 in the last 15 seconds. Offensive zone face-off to the right of Stewart. They win it back. Controlled by Audie. He comes back with it, tries to set everything up for the Mustangs. Now, Michael, if you have information or any kind of knowledge of California Polytechnic State University, San Luis Obispo, what do you think a lot of the majors are for these kids? These students, I should say.
Computers.
I'll go through and read some of the majors here in 1 second. As that shot goes on, pad save made by Stewart. So, aerospace engineering, construction management for 2 of them, business administration for 4, architectural engineering, economics, and a mechanical engineering. So, I don't know if any of those add up to technology. I guess you didn't know. It happens. We're all wrong.
Well, I mean, you use technology to help build buildings. And
oh, you're right. I'm wrong. You're right. No, you actually are right.
work robotics, stuff like that, or mechanical things.
Or we're the communicators.
Yep.
I love it. Big communication guy here. Here's Shea. To Disco. As the Minutemen walk in, Marcel with a shot out wide. This one goes in front. It's a loose puck in front. It gets sent into the corner. Marcel has his stick tied up, and it's going the other way. Here comes Cal Poly on the rush. Danny Kumada coming in with speed on that backhand backdoor shot. Oh, man, he gets stone cold Stopped by Stewart. 3:10 to go in the second. This one's intercepted by Marcel. They look ahead. Knocked away.
Poke check by Blakewell.
You know, I was thinking about a couple of the uniforms in this tournament in terms of what are hard to see. As nice save made by Stewart on the pad. I think San Luis Obispo and Grand Valley State's black uniforms are the toughest to see, but what a tip from Broad. All the way from half court. The middle of the rink, he sends it home. We'll get another look at that one in just a second. I want to see it from the side. Let's look. So it comes all the way in. Look at that. From behind half court, possibly. Oh, man. I'm calling it now. The tip of the tournament. Let's give it to him. That was a 100-foot tip. Holy smokes. UMass back on top 3-2. I'm looking around at the fans here, and they're like, whoa. Just mesmerized around the rink here at Bill Gray's Regional Ice Hockey Plex. One sent back in.
So it was John Carroll with the long pass towards the net from the red line.
Carroll been very good for UMass. Was good for him last year, too, as this one gets tipped in front over the goaltender Stewart. One sent forward. Doesn't make it there as Audie goes into the corner. He sends it up to the streaking Waddell. Waddell fires a shot and he scores. Jumps into the boards. Love the celebration. Love the intensity in this game. All knotted up at 3. I want to see the celebration in this too, if possible. I need to see him jump into it. Right behind. Look at it. 5-hole. Wow. Did not see that coming.
Had a man on top of him, too. Oh, and he jumped right up against the glass, rattled the camera a bit. Nice.
I love it. Not a lot of worry from our production team over. They love the celebrations more than I do. In fact, they've been ranking them. I think they've been taking individual of each player and writing down who they thought had the best celebration. Maybe that's too far. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Tied up at 3, under a minute and a half to go in the second period. Oh, look at that pivot to the backhand. Oh, he was hopping around. Looked like a bunny. Oh, there's the shot. And Stewart swallows it up. Got Kansas State, Western Michigan coming up next. Will you have the call for that, Michael?
No, I've got the final game of the night, which is Michigan State Slippery Rock D4.
Okay. So you get a couple game break after this?
Yep.
This is my last game of the night.
Lucky. You're done before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I am. Well, I have a game at 10:45. So I guess I'm not done for the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Under a minute to go in the second period.
You still get to leave an hour earlier in the night.
That's true. That is true. At least we didn't have to travel as far as Cal Poly University. Oh, man, that is a trip.
Yep.
All the way across the United States. UMass, still a bit of a trip. Even though they're in the Northeast. Still nothing too close as that one goes underneath the pad of Stewart and make the trip worth it. Cal Poly takes the lead 4-3, 32 seconds to go in the second.
Their first lead of the game, too.
Let's look at it. Behind the net, watch the guy to your left.
Here he just fires it in from a right circle.
He had it, though. So the guy in front was the one screening him. Oh, here comes UMass. Backhand from Trevor Shea goes just wide. He has got a lot of speed. He's one of the fastest guys in Division II. You can see it now.
So there's Daniel Kumana who had that goal. It's his second of the game. As the Cal Poly net is knocked out of position that needs to be fixed.
18 seconds to go in the second period. 1-goal lead for Cal Poly. Like my partner Michael mentioned, this is their first lead of the game. UMass led 2-0 after one. As it ends up in the Cal Poly zone, chipped ahead. Odd man rush coming for Cal Poly. A hook on the play, and they won't get called. Marcel got hooked hard by the Mustangs forward. He's arguing with the ref, and he's got a heck of a case. And now Marcel and Audie are still talking about it. This face-off's one. Carroll knocks it forward, plays it on the ground. Trevor Shea's got it. Oh, they both all missed it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They're going to have to get a shot if they want one. 1 second. Carroll throws one at the net. Save made by Leacock. So after two, totally new ball game. Cal Poly leads 4-3 after trailing 2-0. As we'll send it to break. For my partner Michael Hackney, I'm Scott Manziero. We'll be right back here in the 2019 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships presented by Mission and Bauer. Some nice jams going on here inside Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex of the Mission Rink. Give you a chance to listen. This your jam. My partner Michael Hackney with me. I'm Scott Manziera.
Yeah, they should really let it get to the drum solo. It's one of the best drum solos in the history of rock music in that song.
Well, if you stick around long enough, you might hear it. They'll stay with the song, I think. We'll just hope for a long pause between action. Or maybe a like equipment malfunction or something. maybe it'll happen. Who knows? You never know what to expect when you tune in. Besides seeing great hockey, that's what we have right now. John Carroll sends it back into the UMass zone. 11:20 to go in the third.
You're UMass. Can't be rattled by that 4-goal second period from Cal Poly. You're still down by one. There's plenty of time to tie it up, win the game, go back to the hotel happy for the night.
That's right. This is the last game of pool play for both of these teams. As here comes Kelly with speed outside. Keeps the forehand. He throws one on net. Leacox with the save. Carroll was totally taken out. It would have been a 2-on-1 in that situation. No chance for him, though.
Stony Brook leading Kennesaw State 5-2 late in the second. So that's not good news if you're a UMass fan, because if this score holds out, not only would UMass miss out on finishing first, but because they lost to Stony Brook yesterday, they drop into third. They finish third in the pool because they'd be 1-2, and Stony Brook would finish 2-1.
And if UMass wins, we'll have a 3-way tie. Wonder what the first tiebreaker is, Michael. I believe it's goals against.
In a case where there are 2 or more teams tied, yeah.
We'll have to see what the goals against are as we approach the end of the game. If UMass takes the lead, we'll give you the hypothetical. Michael will crunch some numbers over there and see what the score needs to be and maybe do some algebra, and we'll have an answer. Under 10 minutes to go in the third period. Mustangs hang on to it behind Leacock. Still waiting. They have a 10-second rule. As they go around. Waiting patiently. Home run pass goes all the way down and a little bit too far. Stewart doesn't come out and play it, though. Audie's got it behind the net. Advantage Audie. Tries to lift it up in the air. Centering pass. Nobody there. Charging in, but getting it knocked away is the Minutemen. Here comes Broad with Pacelli.
Bocelli with that great diving poke check there to get UMass possession.
Broad back to Disco. Now stolen away. Cal Poly the other way. They fan on it. They turn it over. Here's Baselli. It's behind the net. Under 9 minutes remaining. UMass needs one to tie it. Here they come. Gresser with speed into the zone. Uses it all the way outside. Glove save made by Lee Cox. Rebound is smothered. With 8:39 to go in the third, we'll see some line changes.
Well, it's UMass with the chances early on here in the third period. So, pendulum swung back in their favor a bit.
UMass controlling it. We'll see if this tactic works out because it usually does. UMass has controlled the pace and the puck for most of the third period. Still looking for a good scoring chance. There's one. That one goes just wide. Nearly hits the referee. It gets poked out in front. Firing, centering. The shot was Carroll, and I believe Leacock's got a stick on that. Disrupted the play just enough.
That was a big defensive play, too. As he was down, and Carroll had him dead to rights above or from above him.
Here comes Cal Poly the other direction. He can really fly all the way in. On the back end, short side, knocked away by Stewart as Carroll kind of finishes the check. Now it's behind. Here comes Gresser. They send it back. Shea fires a shot, swallowed up by Lee Cox.
UMass, you just got to keep throwing the puck in the net.
Maybe one of them will get by him. UMass is a dangerous team once we get to bracket play. They've been in a lot of close games so far. This one, no different. Just need to play that full 36 minutes of hockey. .708 to go in the third. Here comes Tedisco. Makes a nice move to the center. Oh, man, that one's on net. Bouncing, hitting it out of midair was Tedisco, and it goes wide. They look ahead. Patient on the boards as it comes around. 6:45 left in the third. Now Cal Poly will waste a little time. It comes around. They go to the backhand. Immediate pressure in the corner. Tenacious pressure from Tedisco. Picked up by Waddell. Waddell getting hacked a little bit, and he'll stay and maintain puck possession. Centers that pass, and Stomp can't hang on to it. Possession will go to Massachusetts. Here's Broad. Looking ahead. On the backhand, Carroll centers. That goes off the mark. Nearly tumbles down. Might have lost an edge on the wheels. And this one gets sent ahead. It's a streaker. Danny Kumada routes Jake Stomp. Makes a nice move all the way in. Oh, what a pad save made by Stewart. Holy smokes.
Huge leg pad save.
Carroll charging down the rink, trying to get there as Leacock sends it down as well.
Also got to commend Stewart for keeping the leg out when Waddell got the rebound there.
Now it's a 2-on-1 for Cal Poly. in. Oh, the pass was there, just unable to bat it home was John Leone. Cal Poly will hang on to possession though. There in the slot, he gets knocked down. He sends it all the way back, but it goes right to Trevor Shea. 3-on-2 for the Minutemen. Shea goes in, gets stuck on a skate of a Cal Poly player, leaves it back door, getting dragged down, and both refs have their hands up, firing a shot. It goes wide. Carroll keeps it alive. Extra man out there for UMass.
One of those penalties you got to take if you're Cal Poly to keep them from scoring.
Pacelli fires a shot. Leacock swallows it up. Power play coming for UMass.
Oh boy, 4:49 left, down 1.
Does it get better than this, Michael? If you're UMass, as they call a timeout, power play opportunity.
Well, I mean, if this were a single elimination game, yeah, it would be better because, you know, one team season would be on the line. But,
I mean, you're the next closest thing. You're deciding your seeding.
yeah, you're deciding your draw.
You're deciding your draw. That's right. This is what we know. Cal Poly wins it. They win Pool A. If Massachusetts wins
In regulation.
in regulation, thank you to my partner, Michael, then we'll go to the goals against.
Stony Brook beating Kennesaw State 6-2 now, near the midway point of the third. So that looks like a done deal for the Seawolves.
The Seawolves could go 2-1. Massachusetts really in a situation where they need a win. They need it bad. And they need it in regulation because if they win in overtime, Cal Poly still wins the pool with 5 points, and then they tie Stony Brook. Stony Brook owns the tiebreaker anyway, so they stay in the third.
Yep, they drop into third.
So they need 2 goals in 4:49, which is manageable. They're on the power play. It's a lot of time. As the power play begins, here's a shot from Broad. It goes just wide. Carroll going after it at the corner, but it comes all the way back out towards the center of the rink. Broad looks ahead. He walks in. Back to Carroll. To Broad. Broad across. Back to him. Looks ahead. Fires a shot. Save made by Leacox. They can't clear it out. Stuck behind the net. This one goes straight up and off the netting.
Good start to the power play. Couple shots. Forcing Leacox to make a save.
Close to 30 seconds into the power play. Massachusetts moves it around the zone. Cal Poly putting pressure on and had a little bit of a forecheck and decide against it. Broad immediately turns and enters back into the zone. A minute to go on the power play for Cal Poly. Here's Carroll. Across. Firing a shot and he beats him over the glove. Trevor Shea ties it up on the power play.
I wonder if that was tipped by Jake Stone's stick because it didn't look like it rose naturally off of Shea's stick. We'll have to see in the replay.
There's only one way to find out. Let's look. Goes over to Carroll. Carroll back up top, or rather cross, fires a shot.
No?
I believe it was straight in.
Yeah, it looked like it rose up there.
I think it went off of. I think it went straight in. I know Stahl was in front. We'll see what they give credit for. Michael, you were right on the last one. Carroll in front of us on the near side boards. Here comes Cal Poly. Tie game. Winding up shot. This one goes off of Audie and out towards the glass. I wonder if UMass knows that they have to win this game in regulation.
I'm sure they do.
And in a 4-4 game, they're going to be in a crazy situation where they might actually pull the goalie. As long as Kennesaw State is lost, then they'll own the tiebreaker even if they do come back and win. They need a win. 2:50 to go in the third. We'll see how the rest plays out. It's going to be a fun, interesting last 2:45 now. As they chip it ahead, it's Marcel in the corner, battling it out, going down to the ground with Katazarov. Now looking ahead as they go to Shea. Trevor waits behind the net. He fakes the pass to Marcel and just continues to wait. 2:15 to go in the third period. Had a game of lead changes so far. UMass with a 2-0 lead. Had the lead until St. Louis Obispo, or Cal Poly, I should say, takes the 4-3 lead as a man gets fallen down in front. And it is smothered by the Cal Poly goaltender. That's Leacox.
That could have been a disaster because Kelly tipped it. You had Tedisco down there right in front of the net. Good thing for Leacox, he was able to cover, and Tedisco was kind of off balance there. Otherwise, it could have been 5-4 UMass.
Under 2 minutes to go in the third period. Here comes Broad, looking ahead, knocked away. So he goes into the corner. Forward battle, under 2 minutes to play. Looking for the centering pass, and it's knocked away. Now Cal Poly moves it around. They go behind the net, and they show patience. Bring it up slowly. It's Kumada. He gets bumped down by Kelly. Sent back into the own zone. The more important question is, does Cal Poly know they just need to get it to overtime? This one comes all the way up to Waddell. Kumada holding it. This one tipping away. Now it goes all the way back. One Leacox sends it ahead. Possession for UMass. If they know, they need to pull the goaltender now. I don't think they know, Hackney. 40 seconds left. They probably did it because they don't know the score of the Stony Brook game. They don't want to risk it. But we do. Stony Brook's going to win. Here comes Carroll. UMass needs a goal to get second place in the pool. Or have a chance, I should say. They need it in regulation. 15 seconds to go until we go to overtime. Cal Poly wins the pool if we go to overtime. Delayed penalty against Cal Poly with 8 seconds left. Wow.
Interference call. Well, you give them a chance to win it in regulation. 8 seconds left.
And what's so crazy with all the technology we have now, somebody would, if a UMass fan was following and knew they would need to tell the coach, hey, pull your goalie, 8 seconds left, you need to win it now, or else it doesn't matter. Because then in 8 seconds, if they don't score, they get third in the pool no matter what happens.
Well, let's see.
5 seconds, they need a shot. Broad moves it over. Trevor Shea with a shot. Leacock swallows it up with under a second left. So it looks like as Cal Poly will win Pool A, Stony Brook ends up in second place, and UMass in third place, and Kennesaw State in fourth. The buzzer sounds. I don't think either team even realizes it. But we know. Still stick around, though. Overtime's going to be a lot of fun. 3-on-3 for 4 minutes, and then if overtime isn't enough, we'll go to a shootout. A power play, though, for UMass as overtime will get started in a few moments. It'll be a 4-on-3.
Looks like we're going to start now. So start out 3-on-2.
Oh, they'll go 3-on-2. Wow.
Yeah.
So be Carroll, Shea, and broad out there for UMass. A lot of real estate. And now Cal Poly is bringing out a man. Referees are saying 3-on-2.
Yep. And UMass with the puck off the draw to start OT.
They're on the power play. A lot of room. Huge rink here. We'll see how they utilize their time. Carroll set up in a 1T spot. He's patient. Goes back to Broad. Broad fires a shot off the shoulder of Leacox into the corner. One gets fired up the boards, right to Broad. He walks in to Trevor Shea. Shea looks across, not there. Carroll is just waiting for the one-timer opportunity. In prime spot. Firing a shot. Glove save made by Leacox. 1:18 to go in the power play. Carroll controls the puck. They'll move it over. He walks in, loses the puck. Here's Cal Poly the other way. It's a 1-on-1. Trevor Shea coming in with a back check. Here's Kumada. He makes a move, and it's stolen away. 2-on-1 the other way. Here they come. UMass the other direction. Trevor Shea walks in, fires a shot. What a save made by Leacox. Straight up. Cal Poly thought about taking it the other way. We're approaching 45 seconds left in the power play now. Now it's Kumada. Again for Cal Poly. He winds up, takes a clapper. Blocker save made by Stewart. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Leacox has been great in net all game long. We're tied up at 4. Carroll walks in. Patience. Backdoor. Broad. Pass across. Tic-tac-toe. In the celly. Trevor Shea wins it for UMass. 5-4 the W as they improve to 2-1. Cal Poly falls to 2-0-1. Still win Pool A. And UMass still ends up in the 3rd spot. But let's take another look at it.
Great
pass.
play. Yeah. Great pass.
Oh, man.
Great finish by Shea.
What about the celly? Shea gets down on a knee and just pumped right into the air. So with 2:24 to go in overtime, that'll do it. UMass wins at Western Michigan and Kansas State. Coming up after this, Craig Jolly will have your call. Hope you stick around here in the Mission Rink, as this has been the 2019 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. For my partner, Michael Hackney, I'm Scott Manziero. We'll talk to you again right after this, right here from Rochester, New York.
This game has been brought to you by Mission Hockey, Power Hockey, the Rochester Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inline Warehouse, Unified Gameware, and the CJ Sports Network.
That's Mike Mono. I just realized it. He used to skate here at Fresno.
What's going on with my computer?